Our ad person of the year is described as having achieved singular excellence in the advertising field during the last year, while demonstrating strong community involvement. And here to present this year's award, standing in for last year's recipient, Mark Carey, is our very outgoing president, John Murphy.
Thank you, Michael. So, Frank Haxton, in his own words, he says, "I've been lucky enough to have worked as a professional photographer my whole adult life." Frank started in portraiture and then found out about assisting after reading the book From Assistant to Photo Superstar. Oh, if it were only that easy. He quit the portrait studio and started freelance assisting in San Francisco, where he was recognized in Photo District News, which is a trade photo publication, for creating and publishing the first assistance directory in the nation. He then landed a full-time apprenticeship in his hometown of Mountain View, California, with Jeffrey Nelson. He opened his first studio with clients like Oracle, Sprint, Stanford University, and other Silicon Valley companies. Quite an achievement for a person who just got started. In his first year, he won one of only 2 honors for photography in the West Coast, where his conceptual photography work hung in the San Francisco Design Center for a month. He moved to Nevada to be closer to his family, and he opened a studio in Reno while raising his son as a single dad. Halen Haxton, named after Van Halen. How cool is that? And who is now in university getting a degree in photography, of all things. Frank only worked in tech and conceptual photography in the beginning, but he quickly learned how to work and provide photography services in the hospitality and casino environments. Soon, the Silver Legacy, the El Dorado, the Nugget, and Atlantis were booking Frank regularly. Frank has won numerous Addy Awards, including a Judge's Choice Award. And then he began to get paid assignments to, lucky him, travel the nation and the world to places like Singapore, Brazil, Spain, Italy, and France. What a gig. I used to feel sorry for Frank. He met Becky. Becky, where are you? Becky, stand up, please. Becky's Frank's right-hand person and wife. He met her 13 years ago when she was his studio manager. Becky proposed to Frank. Is that true? And they got married on December 12th, 2012. And now they have a beautiful son, Oliver, who is 2.5 years old, who travels with the photo team, and in the past 2 years, they've shot stills and videos in Napa, Las Vegas, San Francisco, and Burbank, and their business has expanded greatly. And it's a tough, very competitive business, as many of us know, so that's a huge achievement. Now 50% of Frank's work is in video, television commercials, business showcases, and web content. Frank is also behind AF Reno's Art Slaves event, which I mentioned at the beginning of the program, which is now in its 20th year. I'm comfortable in saying that Art Slaves would not exist, nor would it persist, without Frank's passion and dedication. Art Slaves is much more than a creative outreach project and fundraiser for Frank. And on behalf of the AF Reno board, I thank you, Frank, for not only lending your talent to our organization, but also for shepherding the Art Slaves project through the past 20 years, which is quite an accomplishment. With that, please join me in honoring Frank Tag Haxton.
Thank you, Reno AAF. Thank you to the nomination committee for this honor. I really am very humbled and grateful to receive this recognition. First off, I want to thank all our clients for all the great and fun assignments. We wouldn't be here without you. I want to thank, this is odd, but I want to thank social media, because without this tool, we would never be able to share all the success and great adventures of literally traveling around the country and around the world shooting stills and video. Now, I have more than a few people that I need to thank directly. because this kind of recognition doesn't come without the help of others. I want to thank two of my best friends, Jeffrey Nelson, for bringing me into the world of advertising photography. And I want to thank Peppermill photographer Joe Kukler, who hired me as the lighting director for a film in Brazil and also in Miami, and for taking me around the world. I would like to thank all of my Reno assistants for, they've all, except for Becky, have moved on to great success. And knowing that I've influenced them is very rewarding for me. I also, these last 2 years in the market have been great for our business, and moving into video has really been fun to tell a larger story to all of our projects. And I want to personally thank and acknowledge Ben, our assistant, for his help with editing, with being a second cameraman. Ben's actually on his honeymoon right now, but we'll show him the video later and let him know. Now, as you can guess, June has been a great month for me, with the Art Slaves turning 20 years old, having the cover of RTT, thank you, Oliver, and now with receiving this award, I just feel so blessed. It was an unexpected call to receive and be informed that I'd be the Ad Person of the Year. My first thought would be, who would nominate me for such an honor? And the second was realizing that my name would be added to a very elite group of people. These professionals set the bar high. And what were their contributions to the community, and what mark did they leave on the AAF of Reno? Sorry, you guys. Then I started thinking about my contributions to the community and what mark I had left here. I started thinking about another philosophy in my life, and that is, we're all put here to serve, to somehow to give back to this community and to make Reno a better place by helping others. I've been involved with many groups and organizations and have enjoyed donating my time and services over the years. Some of my favorites have been working with the Skills USA program of Northern Nevada. Another was being given the opportunity to speak to at-risk high school students on photography. I have spoken to both TMCC and UNR students. And next month, we're even going to be doing a workshop with the Boys and Girls Club. I'm so sorry. I should have made this shorter. I also need to thank my family, because putting up with this crazy person running around with a camera 24 hours a day nonstop, it's a tough life to live, I guess, if you have to be with me. Obviously, my son, Halen, he's studying photography at university. Not sure why that happened. Oliver, our son, he's great, and he's even more popular on Facebook than Digiman Studio ever will be. And then probably my most public success is the Art Slave Show, which really gets to showcase the talent of our peers that work in the communications field, and that by the end of July, our Art Slave Show will have raised about $15,000 for the AAF Foundation Scholarship Fund. I would never thought that doing this work would lead to an award, but thank you. And I hope I have inspired others to volunteer and donate their time to this community. Oh, there's posters and flyers in the back for the Art Slave Show. Lastly, I have to thank my brilliant, beautiful, talented wife, Becky. Thank for everything you have done to push our studio to be one of the top in the city. Thank you for leaving the corporate world and joining me on this crazy, fantastic journey. Thank you for marrying me. Thank you for Oliver. Can't wait to hear what big adventure we're going to go on next week when the phone rings. We have been blessed. We have an amazing life, and I love you.